Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your man Marcus. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. Greatness in the making. I'm proud to announce that I successfully defended my dissertation that I've talked about on some of the other videos. Everything went well. My dissertation was approved, and the project went over very, very well. And now the hard part begins. As you know, I transitioned out of pastoral ministry a year and a half ago, and it's been a challenge since then. But I'm making my way. I'm doing what God has called me to do. I'm still ministering, but I've been in that in between place for a while, to be very honest with you. And the challenge is, and I was talking with this with one of my colleagues yesterday. People who typically get the D-Min, people who typically get the Doctor of Ministry degree, they're already pastors, you know what I'm saying? So they're already established in what it is that they're doing. Well, through the process of all that I've been through, all that has been broken down. So really with my D-Min, I'm really starting from the ground floor. I'm really still working now to reinvent myself and to really see where God is taking me in this season. I have a good idea about it, but it's all about me taking the tools and the skills and the experiences that God has given me and leveraging that, and leveraging this degree, and leveraging my project, my dissertation, and leveraging all that to discover opportunities and to see what doors God is going to open. And being in that place is a challenge. When you're going through the doctoral process, you own that. What are you doing? I'm in the Doctor of Ministry program. I'm doing this. My project is about this and that. And for that 3-year time period, you're really passionate about that, of course. And that project, that pursuit of the degree, it becomes who you are, because you're so intimately involved with it that it becomes an integral part of your story of who you are and where you are at that point in time. But after that, and I was talking to another colleague who had graduated a little bit before I did, and she was talking about how after the process, you can kind of go through a period of depression, because you've been so intimately involved with what it is that you were doing. It became who you are, and then when you're finished, it's like, well, what's next? I don't want to get to that point of depression about what's next, because there's so many things out here to do, and I'm going to try to leverage every opportunity, every connection, every relationship that I have to see where the Lord will take me. I'm actually working on my first book right now, and I'm very excited to talk more about that. I'm taking a piece of my dissertation and I'm turning it into a book. It's what I like to call, and I don't know if anybody's ever termed this phrase before, but it's something I would like to call a bio-devotional. I'm taking some scriptures, and I'm taking some different things, and I'm relating it to the process of recovering, of rebuilding from pastoral burnout. So I'm using scriptures, and I'm talking about the scriptures in a devotional form, but I'm really adding my story into it to really illustrate, the process, and to really delineate, the steps that I had to go through to get to a point of recovery from burnout and get to where I am right now. And honestly, I'm still in the process, and anybody who goes through this, you're going to be in the process for a while. But I know that I'm at a place now, I'm confident at the place that I'm in right now, that I can talk about it and I can help somebody else. And God has given me a framework to work with, that if other people can latch on to it, if other people can follow that framework, then I'm confident it will help them as well. Maybe I'm talking to you right now, well, God has given me something, and I'm confident in what He's given me, and I know that once I'll share it with you, I know that you'll be encouraged. But that's just where I am, right now. Everything that happens, from this point forward, is all going to be about, me stepping out there, taking the initiative, and doing different things to see where God is going to take me. My position is not necessarily secure right now. Of course, I've been doing my entrepreneurial thing on the side, but I don't have that cushy 9 to 5, to fall back on right now. So I'm really stepping out on faith right now, and really just praying that the Lord will bless my efforts. And it's a scary place to be in. It really is, to not know exactly, well, to know the next step, but to not necessarily know, okay, where is the provision coming from? That's the word I'm looking for. Where is the provision coming from in this next stage in the journey? And so I just continue to ask for your prayers. There's a lot on the horizon right now. I'm really excited about this book, and I'm going to share more about that soon. But I'm also working on a podcast that's going to go along with that book, and a course that's going to go along with that eventually, and just some other things that I'm really excited about. And when I get a chance to share them with you and share them with the world, I know that you're going to be blessed by them. I'm continuing to meet people online who have either shared my experience or people that I know that I can learn something from, and people that I know that can add value to me, and I can add value to them in the process. So it's just really, it's wonderful just to be able to share with others, and just to have this opportunity to really get out here on the grind, and to not just sit on the degree that God has allowed me to get, but really being able to use this experience and use all of my research to truly make an impact on the world and add value to the world. So really, that's where I am right now. The pursuit of greatness means that you don't necessarily know where the next step is all the time, but you know that God is still with you. God is still with you in the process. God is still blessing you. God is making a way for you. And so in my process of becoming great, and being who God has called me to be, I pray that you can continue to learn something as well, as God has you on the process of becoming great yourself. In fact, you already are great. Walk in the greatness that God has given you, and be confident in that. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon.